Hey guys, it's Tam and welcome to my channel. So, I've got something that I want to admit to you guys. And I'm not sure if you already know this or not, but I make mistakes. Breaking news. Tam, a human being, makes mistakes. Also possibly changes her hair every video. More on that tonight at 7. Okay, so now that I've been open and honest with you guys, I feel a lot more comfortable with sharing my jellyfish with you. No, but really, I found this really cool photo of jellyfish online. And I wanted to use it as an opportunity to explore some new mediums and also to show you guys the steps that I took to approach these new and different mediums, what worked for me, what didn't, and as well as the end results. So if you hadn't already, put your seatbelts on and prepare for the onslaught of jellyfish I'm about to throw at you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, moving on to the first of many borders that I will draw and then kindly ignore. I'm just doing a basic sketch of the 4 Jellybois that I intend to paint, just so I have a notion of how big they're supposed to be, and I'm just not painting all willy-nilly, even though I kind of end up doing that anyways. But, keep watching. Watch that. Alright, so here comes the paint, which starts out nice and then gradually just... what am I even doing here? Also, that black ink got everywhere, almost all the pages of that sketchbook. Just everywhere, okay? Everywhere. Alright, take 2, where I work with acrylic. And after seeing the last video, you would think I kind of got, good with it or something. You were wrong. You were wrong to assume that, and so was I. So, yeah. I think my biggest mistake here was that I have not properly learned how to blend acrylic colors. And so I just kept layering and layering, but then also using a bunch of brights and then muddying them up and then redoing the brights. And it was just making a mess at the time and not doing any good. Then I thought a paint pen would kind of help, and it just made everything worse. So, yeah. Third time's the charm. This time I work with watercolor, one of my favorite mediums to work in. And it started off kind of rocky where I wasn't blending again, but I eventually got over that hurdle and it seemed to start to work out. So the layering that I did actually kind of worked out here, especially with watercolor. As I went over it and started layering, it just reactivated the other paint and it in turn blended it on the paper instead of on the palette, which worked out great. Just gonna, you know, deuce it on down to 3 Jellybois, mostly because the last one was really hard to paint and I wasn't confident in getting the angle right, so I just cropped them out. So I kind of eliminated the whole dark background I was going for because I couldn't get the transition right to where like the deep blue was in the middle of the painting. So I just flattened it out and just enhanced like the dark around the jellyfish to make them kind of pop out more. And I seem to like that a lot better than what I was going for because I couldn't do it. But it ended up turning out pretty great. And I just took that dark and went in between the, what are those called? Those tentacles? You know, the things I'm talking about. I got in between them and just really highlighted that white that I had going on versus that real dark blue that I was putting around everything. And it really worked well. I'm gonna pretend like I never painted over that border and hey, would you look at that? It's a real nice border and a signature. So I kind of cheated with this last one because I just took a picture of the watercolor one that I did because I liked it so much and just took that file and stuck it into Procreate. And from there I just started drawing over it, which I feel like this one was the easiest out of all of them, not just because I took a picture of one that I already did, but also because I've just been working a lot more in digital art lately, and so that's kind of what I'm used to. So since I was working digitally, it was a lot easier to add that depth effect I was looking for by adding a bunch of layers in Procreate and just piling them on top of each other, adding different filters to get the effect that I was looking for. And it turned out pretty good. I just kind of need to learn how to do that in real life, you know? After a few finishing touches, I realized I had made the canvas the wrong size, so I couldn't make prints from it, so I just had to resize it in this step. And there you have it, folks. The 2 good things of jellyfish, a white spaghetti mess, and what is that, flying saucers? Sounds about right. Okay, so if you've made it this far, this means you weren't overwhelmed by the amount of jellyfish that I have presented in this video. That's great. Stay with me now. So I wanted to use this not only as a way to show you what I did with different mediums, but also as a way to help you understand that just because you use one medium and it doesn't work out for you, doesn't mean that you're not an artist or that you can't, you know, be artistic. It's just that that one medium was not something that is in your skill set. I am not good with acrylic inks. I'm not good with acrylic, but I do feel that I have a grasp on watercolor, and I've been working a lot in Procreate lately, so digital is probably my safest medium. But it doesn't mean that I can't like branch out and try new things. So make sure you take that leap into trying new mediums, but also don't feel disappointed or discouraged if that medium doesn't work out for you. That just means that your perfect medium is out there somewhere and you've just got to find it by experimenting. So I hope this helps everyone, and if you enjoyed this video, you know, like, comment, subscribe, hit that funny little bell, and as always, you know, be kind to yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!